Today on the channel, we're going to be having a look at Old Phantom Comic Collection Part 14. So I hope you enjoy this very, very special Part 14 of the Old Phantom comic book collection. We've got The Cruel Revenge from issue number 1367, The Boy from San Diablo, The Phantom issue number 1368, and we have the last book is Tiger Sings Treasure in The Phantom issue number 1380. Let's go have a squiz. Exquisite comic book storage solutions comic book albums featuring multiple pages, reasonable 80 polyurethane pages. This was published by Jim Shepard. No kidding, bro. It's from the 90s. From the 90s, or is it from the 2000s? No, it's from 2003. The Cruel Revenge. Wrote by Klaus Rimorty. Art by John Boytz. It was published by Egmont Scandinavia in number 22 in 2003. Cruel Revenge. Wow, just look at the exquisite detail in this book. It's old, it looks good still for the quality that it's got into it, and the pages that we're having a look at, it looks good. Now, as I will say, when I have a look at Phantom comics in this series, we don't really review them to such. We just have a look at the pages, we don't really look at the story, we don't really review the story as such, but we just appreciate the art that's in the book. And we sit down and we talk about the Phantom in a part 14 of the collection series, and we just sit down, chill, and look at some good art, pretty much. Really? Yeah, pretty much. It was also really to look at books that, and appreciate books that were published in the yesteryear, and really good books that would rather sort of be forgotten but really not talked about. Ooh, what's the light doing? Yeah, it's still there. Don't you worry. It's just been flicked off and flicked back on. Nah, I'm sorry, no. Why would we want to do that? I think the series has just evolved into looking at the pages and the art that's inside the book and appreciating the book. Because really, when you really think about it, lots of Phantom fans, unless they've actually read the book, or if you're a fan like me and you're a young fellow, a young sod, then you haven't really read it. So you just have to go back, appreciate it, and sometime in the future you might actually read it and then review it. And yeah, sometimes we also tell stories in this series. So I apologize if this goes too long and I tell a story for way too long. Part 14. I'm not actually sure how this series isn't a bit more onto it. I think I really don't really do this series too often. Not nowadays, I don't. Mostly it's just an enthusiast. Wow, look at that panel just there. It looks like it's a big, massive pirate. It probably is. Ahoy, gondola! Can you take us to San Michelo there? Of course, I can. I'm very mysterious. I like to wear big hats. How does he know his way? In this Denise fog, we could end up anywhere. Don't worry, young man, I will get you to your destination. Look over there. It's an island shrouded in mystery and fog. Also, like the man, I will say, I will wait until until all hope is lost. Then I'll fall out again. What do we do now, Father? Where shall we look? Here it is. There's a big massive building, shrouded in mystery and fog. Who would know? Why would you go anywhere near a building like that in the night time? Mysteriously enough. When we stepped into the mausoleum, I can't read that. I don't know how to understand that. I don't know how to pronounce that. Maybe I need to go and do some education. No, we already did that. We were surprised beyond belief. There on a stone slab. Renata, mother, is she still alive? Yes, but we have no time to lose. Give me the antidote, Chris. Dear God, please don't let it be too late. Blam. Ah, smash. Blunk, clunk, clack. And who would have thought? It's run by Christios. It's run by Christial folks. It's run by a cult. It's run by people that wear things that look like juries. People that are in courtrooms. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe it's worn by people that were a part of the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th century. People that now probably are fairly dead. Brad, why are you so self-concerning about people that have passed away in so many centuries before? Why is there skeletons? Why do they look like they've just came out of the Karate Kid movies and are wanting to wear skeleton tour type costumes to really just be wanting to be going to a Halloween party? Maybe. Probably. Not. It's a cult. I'll make sure she doesn't get any of the antidote. No chance of that. Well, what are you going to do to save your wife now, Signor? Ha 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 ha. And the Phantom says, no, there's no antidote, no. What are we gonna do? We got a dude that looks like a bird that wears a hat. Who are you? Prince Korsher sent me to Venice to seek revenge. Because of you. He was forced to have his own son executed. My mission is to kill someone who is near and dear to me. You. My plan was brilliant. Like Orpheus in the underworld, I would lead you to brink of death to save your wife, and like Orpheus, you would fail. And after all that, he is not a bird that wears a hat that has a gun. No, he is not. He's just a very, very, well, man that's on a revenge tour. And that tour is about to bring loose to another person. No, Blam, he's been shot. The wife is gone. Renata, no. The monster. Slam. Father, look out. Yeah. Then we have the boy from San Diablo. And this cover and back cover looks like it's been taken from a panel. Woohoo! Well, it was published in 2017. Where are you getting that from, Brad? It was published in 2003, so, you know, covers taken from panels is very common. The Boy from San Diablo, The Phantom, issue number 1368. Published by Jim Shepard. Jim Shepard, what a legend. I can't believe that actually rhymed. The Boy from San Diablo. This story was actually was actually published in a recent Phantom annual from a few years back. Yeah, it was published because it was wrote by Graham Nolan and art by Kari Leppinen. Why it was published a few years in an annual? Well, answer is, well, it's because in the last couple of years, few publications have been doing themed annuals, and two of those themed annuals have been focused around Graham Nolan, and this story appeared in one of the recent annuals focusing on him as a writer for the Phantom. And now you know. But this story was first published. That story was first published does not say. Yes, it does. First published by Egmont, Scandinavia, number 10, 2003. 2003. We go from looking at Jane Boyd's artwork to looking at something that's very, very modern. Kari Leppinen. Really, really good artist. He is. Well, his older work is really, really good. I think he would be one of the people that you'd consider to be in your top 5 of old-time Scandinavian artists. Yeah. And then after the story, the Phantom to the rescue. Pardon me. It's an article wrote by Jim Shepard, maybe? It's just an article on the Phantom rescue. It's just the Phantom rescuing people from the clutches of whatever situation that they've got themselves into. And then we have the old-time Phantom Forum from 2003. I'm saying old-time because, it's old-time because it doesn't have the modern conveniences of email, social media, and I'm trying to think of what was back in there. Brad, it's like 2003 was 21 years ago. 2 decades ago. What are you talking about? It wasn't that long ago. Next one would have been Mystery of the Skulls. Someone sculling? Someone been marking things with skulls? Nah, the Phantom only does that. The next comic is Dogai Sings Treasure, the Phantom in issue number 1380. Another book that looks like it's just come out of the woodwork out of the library, but it hasn't. It's just been published by Jim Shepard. It was first published by Egmont, Scandinavia, number 8, 2004. Story by Klaus Murphy, art by Paul Ryan. Wow. Another story I haven't read that has Paul Ryan art in it. Wow, isn't this art a sight to behold? Another thing would be that he unfortunately passed away in 2016, and a lot of people still admire his art as one of the best unique and good Phantom drawers of the Phantom that has ever drawn the Phantom in the dailies and Sundays. It wasn't the Sundays, I think it was just the dailies. I'm not too sure how many stories he would have done, but I don't think it was that many, because he passed away in 2016, unfortunately, and it left a lot of people being saddened by the passing of him, because he was really judged by this, but not being a fan at the time, he was really a really good, talented drawer and inker, and a person that would end up taking over from, who was it? Oh mate, what was his name? George Olsen, and he's in the back of my head that I can't think of it because it's gone. Oh yeah, Keith Williams. Paul Ryan took over Keith Williams after Keith Williams said that, no. He said he didn't want to, I think he sort of thought that, oh yeah, time to change over the mantle over the dailies and Sundays. You get that when you get to later stages and you feel like you don't want to go and... It's not that you feel like you don't want to do it, it's just sometimes it becomes too much, and some people just want to go and try and retire and live their own life, which is okay too. Why work all the time when you can relax most of the time? Because relaxing is important. Relaxing is important to a person's mental health. Paul Ryan actually, he would have been real good, but unfortunately he passed away, and that loss saddened a lot of people. Like, there's people that still talk about his work, and with good right, because it was really, really amazing. It was really something to behold. Next one would have been his story, Deadly Masquerade, published in 2004. This comic was published in 2004. I hope you enjoyed this part 14 of the Old Phantom comic book collection series, and as always, keep Phantom caving, stay safe, and we'll see you next time on the channel. Bye!